Hi there, welcome to my channel. Rudy Romo here. Today I'm going to be talking about how much money an investor would have if he or she had invested $1,000 in Tesla stock when it first went public in 2010. Tesla went public on June 29th, 2010 at a price of $1.13 per share, post-split. This means that an investor who invested $1,000 in Tesla stock at the time would have received 882 shares. I remind the audience that Tesla stock split twice already, first 5-1 and then 3-1. As of today, June 24th, 2023, Tesla stock price is $256 per share, post-split. This means that an investor who invested $1,000 in Tesla stock in 2010 would now have shares worth $225,792. To calculate the profit, we can simply multiply the number of shares by the current stock price. So 882 shares times $256 per share equals $225,792. Conclusion: if you had invested $1,000 in Tesla stock in 2010, you would now have a profit of $224,792. A very impressive return on your investment. Factors to consider. Tesla's stock price is one of the most volatile and has fluctuated significantly over the years, reaching a high of 400 plus post-split in 2021, and then falling back down to the low 100s just a few months ago in 2023. You also should know that Tesla trades on very high multiples, which is earnings per share, because it's considered high growth. If you invest in Tesla, it's important you understand the risks associated with the potential for high reward. Tesla's stock price has been on the rise in recent months, and it is now one of the most valuable companies in the world. There are a number of factors that have contributed to Tesla's success. Its innovative products, which include EVs, full self-driving software, smart energy storage systems, its strong management and engineering teams, and the global growing demand for electric vehicles. That being said, I recommend you follow these analysts who follow Tesla very closely and are up to date on everything Tesla. These are the analysts that I recommend following on Twitter and YouTube: Kathy Wood of ARK Invest, Gary Black of Wedbush Securities, Ron Barron of Barron Capital, and Ross Gerber of Gerber Kawasaki. From Tesla's growing smart battery storage systems to building the largest supercharger network in the world, to their latest plans for building EV and battery gigafactories in multiple countries, which now include the USA, China, Germany, Mexico, and soon Spain, Italy, France, and/or India. When you add the Dojo supercomputer, full self-driving, and Optimus Bot to the list, it's impossible not to be impressed. On this video, Ron Barron speaks about how his investment firm has made billions by investing in Tesla stocks since 2014. Furthermore, he expects the stock to rise 5 times to 10 times over the next few years. They say history is the best predictor for the future. For many of us who follow Tesla closely, and I do, we see Tesla as several startups because of its superior multiple products that are literally changing the way we live. As they say in the medicine commercials, see if Tesla is for you.
14, right? 2014 was your first purchase of Tesla?
So I met him in 2010.
Yeah.
And when I was interviewing, and I say we invest in people, bet on people. And when he was at our annual meeting last year and I was interviewing him, he says, well, it took you quite a while to invest in me. It was 4 years, actually. So in 2010, I met him, followed it. In 2014, after the stock had gone up, I don't know, 3 or 4 or 5 times, 6 times. At that point, we started investing. And we invested.
Why? What finally dragged you in?
Well, I kept following, I kept going to visit him, and finally he was telling me, gee, we're going to grow 50% a year in units as far as the eye can see. And he was doing 31,000 cars a year then, 31,000 cars. And ultimately, we had this meeting for a couple hours in Fremont, and I walked away with Mike Lippert, and I said, man, I can't believe I don't own this yet. Stock was $80 on the way to 200, up to 25 where it went public. And then we split since then. And
Yeah, you've ridden this. I mean, we're looking at the long-term stock. You rode that all the way up,
Yep.
We're in it all the way down, but then back up again, which is what we've seen this year.
We're not quite all the way down. So we invested $380 million and we made about $4 billion so far.
Wow.
And we've cashed in about $1.5 billion. We sold for clients 6.8 million shares.
Yeah.
Three years ago at $225 a share, up 15 or 20 times. And we now have 17.5 million shares. And I think we're going to make 6 or 7 times. I think the stock is now 225, 230, 250. I think it's going to be 500 in 2025. And I think in 2030, it's going to be 1,500. That's my targets.
I think when you sold because you were worried that it was becoming such a huge part of your portfolio. It had risen so much. And I think at the time you told us you wanted to, it was part of your mandate as your funds. You couldn't have one stock be such a big part of your portfolio.
I wanted people to know that I hadn't died. And, that's why they still own the stock. So I just, and I was getting criticized for being such a large holding. And I don't normally buy stocks. I haven't really since 1992 been investing in our funds. And but I am allowed to buy private companies, and I have a big investment in SpaceX. But in Tesla, I own personally 5 million shares. I bought it after all of my clients had bought their stock. And I said to the board of our mutual funds, I said, look, I'm not going to buy stock for myself any longer. I'm only going to invest in our funds and in private deals. But in this instance, I think we're going to make 20 times our money, and I'd like to invest $50 million. And if that works out, then Barron Capital will be stronger financially. And if it doesn't, I can afford to lose. It wouldn't be pleasant, but I will take the chance. And I said that if you approve this, I'm the last person to buy. I'm not taking anyone's opportunity. I tried to get everyone else to buy, and it wasn't that successful. I'm the last one to buy, and I will be the last one to sell. I will not sell a single share for myself until I sell for all my clients. Last in, last out. And so I bought for the clients. We sold about a quarter of their stock. I haven't sold a single share personally.
It is my strong belief that Tesla is well on its way to total global EV and energy domination and will be one of the biggest players in AGI. If you feel I missed anything, disagree with any of my points, or have any ideas on how to improve these videos, please comment below. Thank you for watching. If you find this video informative, please like, share, and subscribe so it can get to more people.